Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to just be doing my normal everyday makeup and talking to you guys while I'm doing it. I wanted to get on camera and spend some time with you just chatting and letting you know some things that are going on in my life. And if you have any suggestions or any advice, absolutely would appreciate you mentioning those downstairs. But if you do want to see how I got this look and just kind of hear me talk for a minute, then please keep on watching. Okay guys, this is just going to be a pretty straightforward get ready with me. I just want to get on camera and talk to you guys while I do my makeup. You know, no big deal, just to get ready with me. I need to film a Sephora, the fall sale, VIB sale or whatever. I need to film that haul and I wanted makeup on for it. And I thought, well, heck, I might as well just film putting my makeup on. And I can't wait to get into the new makeup and start trying it too. But anyway, let's get started. The first thing that I like to do is start obviously with my primer spray. I always use Scandinavia. But, I mean, you know, a primer spray is a primer spray. I don't think they're all created equally, but, I mean, you know, really and truly, as long as you just kind of give yourself a very clean slate, it's usually pretty good. Okay, let's see here. I think what I want to do is start with my eyes. I am going to be going in with this Lorac palette and this Anastasia palette. I did not bring any, oh, nope, I gotta use my pure hydrogel lift. I really love this stuff. I always put it underneath my eyes. My mirror's like right here, so I'm gonna look that way some. But I like to do that, and I just keep the little cap on the top of it just so that it doesn't dry out. But I just kind of run it underneath there, and then I just make sure there's not any chunks left behind, but it pretty much soaks in really fast. I mean, my eyes, my under eyes, especially because of age and everything, they're just really, really bad off. I'm just going to go in with a Morphe, just a fluffy shader brush. This is an E14. I'm going to go into the color Buff, which is the color pretty much of my skin tone. So I'm just going to go in there. I'm just going to cake it really good, and I'm just going to go in and put this all over the lid just to kind of get a base going. Guys, my brows are on the struggle bus. I mean, they really are on the struggle bus. It's just, it's crazy. It's like, I did overpluck, I'll admit that. But before I overplucked, I was still having a hard time. Izzy, please don't make that noise. I don't know what that noise was. She just got a bath, so yeah. She's kind of checking herself out. She's kind of strutting around. But, so that's where really the majority of the problem started, was me kind of over plucking just a little bit. But I was trying to thin them up a little bit because I know that you know, the natural bushy brow is in the in look, and that thin over plucked brows are not. But I've never looked good with a full bushy brow anyway. I just haven't. It doesn't frame my face well, so I have continued to keep mine fairly thin. But I did, you know, try to get them done professionally and get them, you know, like tinted and that sort of thing. And that was working for a while, but I mean, okay, I'm done with that. That's the only color in that one I'm gonna use. And I keep looking on this side when the camera is over here now. It's backwards from what I'm used to. So if you see me looking over there, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go into the Modern Renaissance palette. I can put that brush away. I'm just gonna go in with, this is my Sigma E40, and it is dirty. It's got hair in it. But I'm gonna go into this, and I'm just gonna kind of mix it between these two colors down here, which are Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange. This palette has been through it. Yeah, crazy. I just mix these two. I just kind of bounce back and forth between the two. You guys have seen me do this plenty of times before, but I just thought it would be kind of fun to talk to you guys while I do my everyday makeup, which, like I say, you have seen this routine many times, but I thought we could talk about some new things. So I am trying to get my brows to grow back out now and fill in just a bit. The problem is that they're growing in at angles that, are really cramping my style. They're really causing me some headache, and so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have thought about getting them microbladed. I've thought about so many different things, but guys, I'm just not where I need to be spending money on stuff like that. I mean, you know, I do spend money on things that I really, really want, and I guess I just don't want it bad enough to go through what I consider is going to be pretty painful. So there's that. So you may have noticed I'm in a different background. I am at a friend's house in their spare room. So I'm just kind of hanging out in here. They are busy watching in the NFL, the game of whatever the day it is. I mean, it's like the 49ers and somebody I know. But they're watching that game together. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do this. I needed to clean the house up here and make sure it was nice and neat because I didn't want to leave all my makeup stuff everywhere, you know, at her vanity. So I am just going in with that. I'm just warming up the crease. And then I'm going to go in with this more precise blending brush. It's the E28 from Morphe. It's the one I always use. I'm going into Cypress Umber, which is this dark color here. And I'm just going to kind of tap that on the outer corner and then kind of blend it a little bit. I'm not being overly precise or anything like that, guys. I'm just trying to get, you know, my makeup on for the day. Just a normal, let's get ready for the day situation. I'm kind of late getting into my shower and hair and makeup today. It's like, I don't know, 2 o'clock, something like that. But I needed to get it done so that I could film some videos. I am behind a week on my planner channel. So I'll have to do like a rewind, a plan with me, or a memory plan with me for the last week. And then I'm gonna have to obviously do the monthly for November. I'll have to do it as a memory. The December monthly will happen early within the first week, but it'll be after the 5th. My boyfriend goes back to California for a month, and he leaves on the 5th, and I cannot get to any of my stuff to film those videos until he's gone. So basically, my boyfriend's name is William, and he is amazing. I love him so much, and we are having a really a great time. We're having a great time spending time together. He is born and raised here in Alabama, but he traveled a lot as a child, and his home base, as far as his mom, you know, lives here and that sort of thing. But you know, he comes here and visits and that sort of thing on a regular basis. And it was during one of those trips that we met. And so he asked me out and asked me out and asked me out. And I was, no. I was just, I knew he was serious and he was really looking for something serious. And as much as I said that's what I was looking for, when it really came down to it, I was scared of it. So I was just like, no. Kept saying no. And so finally, I was like, okay, we'll go out. We had a great time. We had a really good time. He was just, it was the best time ever. Best first date I think I've ever had. And so we started dating, and we've been dating for a little while now. And he tells everybody that, you know, especially if it's somebody that he sees that he hasn't seen in a long time, and he's introduced me, he's like, yeah, I chased her 9 months before she finally gave in, which he did chase me, and he didn't give up, bless his heart. He just kept going after trying to get a date with me, and he finally succeeded. And I'm really glad that he never gave up, because, I mean, I don't know, guys, I guess I was scared, you know, of anything. I had almost just decided that I was just gonna be alone the rest of my life and forget men. So, I mean, you know, here he comes into my life like a freight train, and just totally changed everything. So, I do have this now. This is a promise to a promise, I think is what we would say. Yes, and it's an engagement ring, but we're calling it a promise ring right now because really, when the big day really does happen and he actually says, you know, let's get married and all that, he wants to do it like the proper way. He wants to ask my mom and dad, and he wants to talk to dad first. My parents adore him, by the way. And, you know, but he wants to do it right and give me a proper engagement ring, he says. I don't know if this is as proper to me as you can get, but I don't care. It is what it is. We are getting a place to live. We're going to be moving in together. And at some point we will get married. But that's really not what's first on our plate. Because he has been living and working in California, which is on the opposite side of the country from me, for like 30 years. Being bi-coastal makes it kind of hard. So he's closing up shop over there. And he's coming back to Alabama for good. I was kind of worried that, you know, that he was just doing that for me because he wants to be with me and, you know, that sort of thing. But he's actually really tired of the business that he's in. There's a lot of pressure that comes along with the business that he's in. I'm just going to go into this color called Primavera right here. It's kind of like the more golden. I'm just going to go in with my, my ring finger and kind of dab that in the corners. Both corner and center part of my lid. Just to give it a little sparkle. But, so anyway, he is going to come back home. He has a daughter and grandchildren that live out there. But, you know, he has been contemplating, you know, kind of stopping with the business for a while that he's in. And I'm not going to go into what it is he does out of respect for privacy. But he is, he's a businessman, and he's ready to take it to the house. So we're going to be finding a place to live here. We've already found the land that we're going to be moving on to. Now we've just got to get a house put on there. So it's going to be interesting for the next couple of months. We're trying to put a rush on things because he's ready to come back. He was supposed to be gone for a month. And he is going to go and be gone for a month. But he is going to be closing it up instead of just, you know, kind of continuing on. So that's going to mean a lot of changes for him, obviously. And then I'm just kind of blending that just a little bit so it doesn't look quite so mistake worthy, if that's a word. So yeah, so there's that. I'm going in with just like a little angled shader, and I'm going to go into the same color, Primavera, just for my brow bone. What little bit there is of it. I like using this angled one because it really does help blend into that outer corner color and crease color a little bit. Kind of break up, and that way I don't have any harsh lines. So yeah, long story short, he has decided to retire, and he is going to move back here permanently. We will travel over to, we'll travel to California about every 6 months to see his family, his daughter and grandchildren, son-in-law, and that sort of thing. I will maintain the home here until he gets back. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. So all of my traveling, guys, traveling and being bi-coastal, I don't know how people do that. I really don't know how people do that. It's just, I'm going to go in my Smashbox, the orange stick, to kind of try to hide some of these deep, dark crevices I've got here. But yeah, you know, dating someone that's bi-coastal, wow. Yeah, there's been a lot of travel. And, you know, I don't mind it. I really don't. It's just, some days we're just so tired that we sleep all day. And another reason why these right here are not, you know, not doing so good. But, yeah, you know, lots of sleep deprivation, and it is not helping the wrinkles and the dark circles under my eyes. But I wouldn't trade it for the world because he's amazing, and that's just really all there is to it. Okay, what I'm going to do now, these lights and everything are hot. Okay, I'm going to go in with my It Cosmetics foundation brush and the It Cosmetics CC Plus Illumination. Mine is in the shade Neutral Medium. So I'm just going to pump a little bit of that on the top of it there, and I'm just going to kind of dab it and then work it in. I don't like to use a whole lot of this, really. I've not been doing a lot of color correcting. I have been living out of just a travel bag, and so I only really bring the essentials, or what I consider to be essentials. But yeah, so I have been going really light with the makeup lately, and you know, traveling and that sort of thing, I've almost wanted to not even have much makeup on anyway, because, you know, I don't feel right if I can't properly cleanse and moisturize and do my skincare. So I've just been kind of having to make do. But this is pretty much what I've been doing, and because it's light and it's not glass, you know, it works out pretty good for moving around. I have been having a lot of dryness around my nose. I don't know if you can see how red it is, but oh my gosh, it has been so dry. And it's not even winter here yet. I mean, like yesterday, it was in the 70s, and I was just like, whew, you know. We were watching the Alabama-Auburn game yesterday, which is the Iron Bowl. And if any of you know anything about the South, you know that Alabama and Auburn, we're like the biggest rivalry ever. We're in-state rivalries. And so my team did not win yesterday, which is, you know, of course it's terrible. But I still woke up this morning. You know, it's not the end of the day. But I was really late getting in last night, even though the game was pretty much over. Yeah, I was just kind of late getting in because we hung out at a friend's house and had some drinks and some more drinks. So we ended up sleeping in. And then, you know, it was coming home time and that sort of thing. So that's another reason why I'm getting such a late start in the day. But yeah, so anyway, we are extremely happy. I couldn't be more excited. I just adore him. He's pretty amazing. I don't know if he'll ever feel comfortable getting on my channel or anything like that, but if that happens, then that's what, you know, I'll introduce you guys to him. But for right now, I think he's kind of happy not being on here. Going on video is more my thing. So his extent of YouTube situation is Googling songs and streaming music and that sort of thing. So that's his thing. And then I'm into the YouTuber situation. So, yeah, we're very much alike, but yet we're opposites at the same time. That I know that might sound crazy, and it is. But, yeah, I mean, it is, it's a very happy time for me. My family is very happy for me. His family is super happy. All of our friends are really, very happy. We did have one situation where some mutual friends of ours, let's just say misery loves company. And sometimes when people see you happy, they don't like it. So they try to stir up trouble. And so someone that I've considered my sister, I have had to separate myself from, because the person that is in her life tried to do some things. And, you know, guys, I'm 50 years old. You know, he tried to say some things about me that weren't true. And the reason for it was to try and get my boyfriend to not go out with me. I don't know what the reasoning for that would have been, other than selfishness, but it's put a real bad taste in my mouth. I don't want to just come out and say to her, look, so-and-so said this, said that, this is what he said about me, that was hurtful. I can handle myself in a confrontation, but if I don't have to be in a confrontation, I'm not gonna be. So I'm just going in with my Born This Way in porcelain. It's just, I just do like a little drop under each eye. Yeah, so I'm just, you know, right now I'm kind of taking a step back from that friendship, because the things that were said, I mean, you would think it was freaking high school, you know? And I'm not in high school anymore. I'm 50 years old. You know, I have more things to do than try to make other people uncomfortable or miserable with you, you know? And I don't know why there are people like that around, but there are. And sometimes you find out that your closest friends are that way, and it's not until you find some happiness that that comes out, you know? And so I've had to take a step back from that friendship, and I've been very distant lately, you know? And that's sad that, you know, as humans, we can't just be happy for each other and, you know, without causing problems. You know, I've had a lot of things said to me and about me in my life, but there are some things that hurt more than others, and some of the things that were said about me were very, very hurtful. Thankfully, my boyfriend knows them to not be true and that sort of thing, and he knows that basically he was being lied to straight face to face, and that's now put a really bad taste in his mouth for our mutual friends also. So sometimes, and I'm finding it to be the case more and more, but sometimes I have found that if people can't be happy for you, then sometimes it's just better. I feel like I have a hair or something caught in my lashes, and I may, who knows. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's better to just take a step back and that sort of thing. And so that's what, yeah, my hair's coming out. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing, is I've just chosen to kind of take a step back and just let that person deal with it, I guess you could say, and just, you know, kind of leave them alone. Okay, I don't know what that was about with my, I just, like, I feel a tickle, you know, and sometimes it's a piece of fuzz or whatever. I'm going in with my finishing spray, which is Scandinavia. I'm just going to, a couple of squirts, and then I just dab that onto my concealer before I powder. Any place that I normally don't have a lot of coverage, or the coverage doesn't stay long because like I get hot and I perspire, things like that. If you really want to lock and load it, this is the best way to do it. So I just pretty much do my entire T-zone like that. I mean, I just barely touch it with the wet sponge that's wet with the spray. And then, let me just put this right here. And then what happens is I let it dry really well, so that when I do powder it, it really doesn't come across as like super powdery or anything like that. It's usually really soft, and I really like that. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, there's been some negativity, but there's always negativity, you know, in your life. You have to learn, I think, sometimes how to, you know, kind of deal with it in your own way. And, you know, some people, gotta have a drink. This is a Starbucks cup. Isn't that classy? I love it. I love that. I think it's so cute. I picked up a couple of different ones because the ones around Christmas time are always the ones that I seem to enjoy the most, because they're always glitzy or something like that. I'm just going in with some loose setting powder from Laura Mercier. Just going to lightly dust that everywhere I touched my skin with that sponge. I just kind of spread it out in the cap of the powder. And then lightly dust. And then what I do is go in with a pressed powder of any kind. It's up to you, but I am going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte. I use it every day, and it's still, I mean, yeah, you can see that I've gotten some use out of it, but it's definitely not showing the kind of use that you would think. But yeah, I just kind of go over the rest of my face, because I like to set my entire face. I mean, I just do. I mean, I know not a lot of people like to do that, but I do. So that's what I do. All right, I'm going in. This is a Hourglass ambient lighting. This is the Lighting Edit Surreal light from a couple of years ago. But I really like this. I go in. You can see this, and this is just about gone. That's pan right there. I just kind of go in that one and kind of brush from the top just a little bit, and that's what I bronze up with. So we're very happy. Our families are happy and like each other. We are moving forward regardless of what other people think. Really, as long as we know what each other has to think about and say about each other and what our families think, we don't care about anything else, you know? So there's that. And yeah, I mean, you know, it's unfortunate, but in life, guys, you're going to have people that are going to always be your fan. And then you're going to have people who are only going to be your fan when you're in the same misery that they're in. And then they become an enemy. An enemy. Not anemone. That's a water animal. Anyway, I think you guys know what I'm saying. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just... I'm going to live my best life, and he is too, and that means we're living it together, and we're happy about it. I'm going to go in with the other end and just get a little bit of that blush. I just kind of put a little bit right there and then bring it back a little bit. But yeah, I mean, you know, so one thing that I did do is I placed a really big order on Sephora during the sale. But there was quite a few things that I have been putting off getting, and I've been saving my money and, you know, not wanting to spend a whole lot of money. And so I took advantage of it, and I went ahead and grabbed some things that I was really looking forward to getting. And yeah, so I splurged and I bought a lot. But I mean, I'm glad I did it now. And I can't wait to dig into that stuff. I'm just dying to dig into it. I got a eyeshadow palette that I can't wait to get a hold of, and some products that I've never purchased before, but I've been wanting to purchase and try for a long time. So I'll be uploading that soon. I'm going to go ahead and with my Anastasia Brow Wiz and work on my brows and see if I can do something with them. I'll do that, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I got my brows done. Not saying they look great or wonderful, but I got them done. I'm going to go in with my MAC Custerish eyeliner now. I'm just going to put a little bit on the bottom lash line just to kind of bring that color down a little bit. Mostly just focus in the corner, though, because I'm pretty much going to focus in the corner when I go over it with a smudger brush. But I mean, they're okay. They're not the best, but they're okay for, you know, just normal everyday kind of situation. Okay, let's see here. I have got to go into my Modern Renaissance palette and back into that brown Sapphire Sunburr. I'm just going to kind of work it just a little bit like this right here, and then I'm going to continue it onto the upper lash line just a little bit so that it looks like it's meant to be there. I don't want it to, you know, be all splotchy and dotted and such. So I just try to blend that out just like that, and it does give me a little bit more of a corner. Let me show you on this one in case you couldn't really see. So I just kind of smudge. Sometimes I get out of hand. And then what I do is I just go up on the top just a little bit, and I kind of work so that I have a clean corner. Just like that. And that way, there's some definition, but it's not like a really hard transition. It's just a little something that helps frame my eyes. that's really all there is to that. Now, I do want to go in with my highlighter, and I'm going to be using the Peach Mosaic Shimmer Block from Laura Mercier, that's shaped like this. I'm just using my Anastasia A23 brush, and I'm just going to pretty much just put this everywhere because it's the season to sparkle, and I want to sparkle. Even on a normal day, guys, I love highlighter so much. And when I go to start decluttering my highlighter drawer, I'll be honest, I don't know if I'll even be able to get rid of any. It may be more of a collection and not as much as a declutter. I guess we'll see. There may be some things I can get rid of, but guys, I'm such a highlighter fiend. I love highlighter, and so, you know, the idea of getting rid of any of my highlighters makes me sad. So, I mean, I know that I need to pare it down or whatever, but dang, guys, I love highlighters so much. And I love this brush. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. I really do. I love highlighter. Okay, now let's go in, take my powder brush, just to kind of knock off any extra that might be just laying lightly on the skin that's going to fall. And do that. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with my finishing spray and do that before I do my mascara. And I'm generous with that. I'm not, you know, playing around. While it is, you know, drying and that sort of thing, what I usually do is I just spend my time picking up behind myself, putting all my stuff where it goes, which is in this bag. And I also need to curl my lashes. I like to curl my lashes while they're a little damp with my finishing spray for my lashes, and mine are not terribly stubborn, but I've just found it really does help with the curl to do that. So that's what I've been doing. Let me get these put in here, and then I can put everything else away after I do my mascara. So I'm just going to go in with this Maybelline Great Lash. I'm not using the waterproof today or anything like that. I'm just going in with a daily normal kind of thing. So I'm going to go in with this. Just put a little bit on my lashes. So guys, yeah, I could really use some help for ideas for the men in your life. You know, your significant other. I could really use some gift ideas, Christmas gift ideas. Guys, I mean, oh my gosh. I've bought for my son, but it's been a long time since I've bought for, you know, a man in my life for Christmas. And, I mean, you can always do clothes and stuff, but I don't want to do just clothes, you know. So if you have any really neat ideas for men, let me know. I watch a channel called, her channel name is Philosophy with a F instead of a PH. And I'll try to remember to link that down below. I probably won't remember, but I'll try. But she does a lot of Amazon hauls and gift ideas and things like that. And this last video that she put up was her, like, 25 of her top favorite Amazon finds or whatever. And she had a couple of things in there that were really, really, really good ideas for men. One of them is a really nice looking masculine sunglass case or whatever. It looked like it could have been, like, you know, black leather, or, you know, vegan leather or whatever you want to call it. And it held, like, I don't know, 8 pairs of sunglasses. So there was that. And then there was another one. I can't remember exactly what it was now. Seems like it was, oh crap, I don't even remember what it was, and I just made a mess. Oh well. So anyway, you know, I've been trying to watch some gift ideas for him, or, you know, versus her, because I could really use some good gifting ideas. Something that, you know, is kind of practical and, you know, that a lot of men would enjoy or like or whatever. This is a makeup wipe. I'm about to probably mess things up. There we go. Trying to clean up the messes that I make, guys. Okay. Okay, that's better than that's better than nothing. Okay, so I have that and that I can put away now. And I can put these away. So, yeah, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go in. I got this little liquid lipstick. It says Beauty Glazed. I don't even know if that's the brand, but the color is Delta K. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's a nude, but I figure it'll look decent with the look that I have right now. So I'm gonna go in with that. Put that on. Oh yeah, I like that color. Very vanilla slash cake batter scent. Really sweet and yummy, actually. I know a lot of people don't like scented things, but I actually do, as long as it's a pleasant scent. Does that look okay, guys? I think that'll do for the day, don't you? Get off my teeth. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be it. I think I'm just going to go with it like this right here. But yeah, I am really excited to finally be back on camera. I've been trying to do some regular uploads on this channel because I had really gotten behind on that, and every time I say that I'm going to do that, you know, it seems like everything in the world imaginable happens and it prevents me from doing it. But I'm trying really hard. And so I'm going to go ahead, now that I have my face on, I'm going to go ahead and try to film the other video, which is the Sephora haul. And yeah, that's going to be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I hope that you will, you know, get back with me on some men's ideas for gifts for Christmas. And yeah, give me a thumbs up if you're happy for me, because I could really use that. And yeah, I guess that's going to be it. I appreciate you guys for watching so much. My little channel has jumped a few subscribers, and I'm really excited to have you new people here. I really do appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. And if you haven't already done that and you would do it on your way out, I would really appreciate it. So that's going to be it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.